All right, mortals, listen up. I'm pretty sure like one or two people are going to get this. I'm going to explain uh, what happened there. Um, Me and Pisces are twin flame. Um, we shared a wheel of fortune together. Uh, a Leo uh, was in competition with me, um, lied to her, and went to a Gemini who is aware of the situation, and they went behind the scenes to manipulate mine and her wheel of fortune for them to benefit from. But they didn't understand how that wheel of fortune worked. It required both me and her. So the minute that she bought into their bullshit, she spun it into a bankrupt and then forfeited it to me. So I now had our wheel of fortune in a negative way. So thanks for the bad karma. So what I did, being hermetic, literally I studied the Kybalion and the seven hermetic principles, and I understood how resonance works, and I understood polarity and how to shock. I know how to find loopholes in a lot of systems. A lot of people don't understand how loopholes are found. Um, Basically, since she spun a bankrupt for both of us and then passed it off to me, I bought into my own spin into a bankrupt, which shocked the system into you can't you can't do that. So why don't you just go ahead and spin again? I also stole another Aries female's Wheel of Fortune, but that was so I could graduate to magician. That was how I got my wish fulfillment for how to manipulate energy. That's a different story for another day. But I just kind of wanted to explain how you can bankrupt the system. If you share a Wheel of Fortune with somebody, um, and they bankrupt and forfeit it to you, you can, in fact, get a free spin. It's really not that. It's a wheel. It's not a gauge or nothing like that. There's bad and there's good, and there's so much involved with it. You can score a free spin. I mean, I don't know why people like, because that's the way it is. The rule, you can't wish for more wishes. Like, really check their badge on that one. Like, check their identification. I don't think they're real, official. So the Leo and Gemini got behind the scenes and tried to manipulate our Wheel of Fortune so they could have it, which forfeited it for her, ultimately. And I magician got a free spin. um, the rules are actually quite flexible. Spirit will work with you if you have the right demeanor, I guess. I wouldn't say like feel entitled to it, but he's acutely aware of circumstance, and he knows where your heart's at. And in no way was I attempting to deceive, because he can't be deceived, obviously. But what I did was shock the system with a double negative. A double negative becomes a positive. I mean, who wouldn't, want a free spin instead of getting left with? Now I can Wheel of Fortune myself anytime I want, and I can spin other people's to negative anytime I want. Give them bad luck, unhappiness, and just financial loss. And I do often, often when someone pisses me off. Like, my Ten of Swords is my go-to. That's my 100% go-to, because that's just like lightning bolts from the sky. Crash comes to an end. Crash comes to an end. Whatever it is you happen to do, people know where it comes from, and they don't communicate with me, even though I beg and please tell me what I did to you. Please tell me what I did to you. They run in fear from me. I don't get details on things. The times I do get details, they're ridiculous and like so absurdly over the top. Someone like think about it this way: you're on a ship, okay, and you're a ship captain, and one of your crewmates is just a chimpanzee and nobody questions that it's a chimpanzee at all. But it wasn't that a guy before? Is it not a question? Not, and it's the little things. It's the little things. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to explain. They thought that taking her and knocking her up and then separating her from me would cause a stalemate of some sort, and our wheel of fortune would become theirs, which again, like what I've covered the fire just in general as immoral, what fire represents. I have a video on that too. You don't understand the system, like with the whole fire's problem was they believed that pentacles was in fact a currency. It is not. It is an energy. You can't just print money out of nowhere and oh look, I got pentacles. Like, you're not gonna manifest anything at all because that's not real. You don't have a pentacle. In fact, you don't even have a cup. I mean, shit. But my first magician I pulled to get my wish fulfillment for, and I have the video of when I manifested that, and manifesting is the craziest high you've ever felt in your life. You honestly feel eternal. And there's not a question in your mind that you are the fucking universe. 100%. The universe is you. And you embody all of it, and you are in absolute control of all of it. And immediately after the manifestations, my fear and anxiety of gang stalking and all of that completely diminished that night. I mean, I was still considered homeless at a time, but I would openly sleep wherever I wanted to. I still do. Police will come and talk to me, and like I have a thing called justice reverse. Like, if I'm trespassing, I really can do anything I want. I go, oh yeah, well, why don't you have a house? Like, because right now I'm under guidance by spirit right now. Because if you have a house, then you have an address, and I'm sorry to put it to you this way, but I've made some enemies. Being able to know people's secrets, like you proposition a heroin addict, and then when she turns you down because you did not give her enough, you call the police and have her raided. When you know those things, people target you as an absolute threat. Yeah, hey, you're cool and all, but you masturbate to 6-year-olds in high heels. I mean, I was chased out of my hometown, basically. And now, I have maybe 38, 39 different hiding spots I can go to, 2 of which are completely inaccessible to anybody but me. I mean, if you don't see me in line of sight, I will completely disappear off the face of the earth, and you will never. Again, like some of my friends have tried to scout out my different locations. True to form, Virgos are a bit flighty. My cards, when I manifested wish fulfillment, started to gain personalities, and for real, I can't even make this up. Hermit seems to always disappear. In my manifestation video, he did it very blatantly numerous times, and I am one to dip and ghost 100%. And usually when Hermit comes out, he'll take off around the corner, or it'll go just where'd her go? She's around behind me this way. Like it's different. All the cards have their own personalities for sure. The 12 major arcana definitely do. Is there anything I'm missing? Those of you who are still in the twin flame connection, separate from them. 100%. And like I said, this is for like the one person who watches it, which I know who it is. Well, I know a few of them watch me in different ways, and I know that their reader they go to is a Libra, and I'm sorry to inform you that reader no longer has the security clearance to having more information on me. There's been a 7 of Cups placed upon my person to that reader, or that they did. There's nonsense. That's another thing. Let's cover that. Catfishing really fucks Spirit up. Really fucks him up. When somebody is catfishing you, there's a bit of confusion, but he will eventually let out 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. An eventual. At first, it's a what? What the fuck? What? Well, he'll eventually work out. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. But he can't make out the details of, Is it a Queen of Pentacles? No, it's not a Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups? No. 2 of Pentacles? 2 of Wands? 10 of Swords? Illusion. It's an illusion. 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 Yep. I have also, within my campaign, have come to understand how threesomes are found. Again, another video I made. 3 of Cups reverse could mean threesome as well. I have been advised that to not take any specific action towards those others because they are being punished. But I am given, full access to whoop their ass anytime I want. I just whoop their ass spiritually, just at any given time. Like, hey, you know what? Remember back in the day, yeah, you ran a train on my twin flame. I'm gonna have to 10 of Pentacles reverse to fucking 10 of Swords to 10 of Wands. You, and then reverse you, bad Wheel of Fortune, and then 7 of Pentacles reverse on that one. Let's go ahead and throw you into despair and anxiety for what else I can do to you. And I can 10 of Swords to physical death. I absolutely 100% can. But there is a burden associated with that. I don't know what it is, but it's unremovable because I have tried to remove it numerous times. You cannot remove that burden. I don't know what it is, and I cancel and reverse. But I 100% can 10 of Swords. So much of death right out in the 3 of Pentacles, like blatantly. But there's burdens, and I like to stagger my burdens. I like to remove the burdens in the editing process. If you can't remove the burdens in the editing process, they become something you have to intercept at a certain time manually. Like you have to physically go and deceive person. Yeah, I'm crazy, huh? I received Social Security for schizophrenia. But I mean, who's really crazy? Who are you to say what reality is? Who am I to say what reality is? Reality is subjective. It's whatever you want it to be. We are eternal. Yep. There's your interview, bud.